So let's talk about this museum, which people have been talking about since really the inception of film. But the Academy, and no one can tell me why. So I wonder if you can tell me why now.
No, in 1929, Douglas Fairbanks, Mary Pickford, who started the Academy, did say that they thought there should be a library devoted to cinema, and that there had been enough history of the medium, and it was such a great art form, that it deserved to have a museum. So it's not only 90 years later, we will open the museum right on time for Mary Pickford and Douglas Fairbanks. They're no longer with us, but we're going to open it anyway.
All right. And can you tell me, and so is it hard to create this museum in the midst of the movie-making capital?
Well, it's always hard to make a museum. No, not really, because we have there a building that is a piece of history in Los Angeles. When we started that job, I was told this building, the May Company,
right,
on the corner between Wilshire Boulevard and Fairfax, is a piece of history. It was built in '39. I said, well, I was made in '37, so I'm more historical than you.
right.
So, we started very well. I mean, I can understand.
I mean, that's one of the major points of doing the museum, is to really show what it takes to get a movie made. And, we've actually discussed how at the beginning it was one person with a camera, and now the credits roll and it's, as you say, 500 people.
It'll be an international cinema because it's not just American cinema that we're talking about when we go into this museum, is it?
Right. No, it's not, and it's not just about Hollywood. It is about international cinema. Yes.
I don't know, Whoopi, how cinema will evolve, of course, but one thing is for sure: it will be forever an art to tell stories. And it doesn't matter what is the instrument of telling the story, but what counts, what matters is the story.
Right.
This is the terrace of the building. It's totally useless, I can say, because but it's just the pleasure to come up above the movie theater, and then you look to Los Angeles, to the north, so you are not blinded by the sun. By the way, on the right here, you can see Hollywood, because it's there. So,
yes.
So you realize suddenly that you are not somewhere else. You are there. You are in Los Angeles.
You'll actually travel back in time, and you'll go back to the Hollywood of the past and see what it was like when the first movie studios were there, and then travel forward as it evolves over time, and not just the movies, but also Los Angeles itself. And we can keep building on that over the years.
Well, don't forget, that New York. We are also here because people think it's in one place. Hollywood is in many places.
It's Hollywood's sort of this larger concept.
It's a concept, as was this conversation. Thank you for coming.